Sorry guys, just cleaning you off. Oh, hey people, check out this sick angle we got. We got a low angle. Shout out to Bulldog Nutrition. Use my discount code Pickering Fitness to, I don't know, get a big discount. Actually, no lie, go use it if you're in the GTA. Or maybe it's just Pickering. I don't know what the discount code is, but like go into Bulldog and say Pickering Fitness sent you. You know, get the hookup. Anyways, that's my sellout moment of the day. So yeah, welcome to the video. Today we're gonna go and probably hit chest workout or some kind of push workout. And then I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm gonna go through my top bulking foods and my top cutting foods in terms of like budget or like best bang for your buck, or like what will help you the most in achieving either of those goals. So watch the video, watch the workout, learn some stuff, and tune in for the grocery store part of the video. Bye guys. Here's the shirt.
I don't really care if you cry. I don't really should've never lied. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eyes. She said, baby, I am not afraid to die. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. Your girlfriend call me like, come on, no. I like the way that she treat me, gon' leave you, won't leave me, I call it that castle, no. She said I'm insane, I blow my brain. Please, tell me make it go. I've been feeling like I need a buddy, need a true. Not a bad, I can feel it, that's right. Yeah, I don't really care if you cry. I don't really should've never lied. I don't really in my
Oh hey people, so we're here at the grocery store and food is important. When it comes to cutting and bulking, food choices do matter though, and I want to kind of go over my, you know, go-to options when it comes to cutting and bulking. Now, I've never cut in my life, but you know, the process is simple. You know, you want higher volume, less calorie foods. So I'm going to give you a couple different options in terms of carbs, fats, and protein, and you can vary them based on your diet. So when it comes to carbohydrates, if you're bulking, you want to go for something that's going to be more dense. You want to go for something that's going to be denser and less fiber than when you're cutting. So for me, I'm actually a big fan of rice as well as pasta. Now I usually always eat rice just because it can go better with the different things, but that's what you're going to want to go for. Pasta and rice are super cheap and they're super calorically dense, and plus they're pretty yummy, right? On the other side of things, when it comes to cutting, you want to go for something like a sweet potato, and this is because not only is it going to be more micronutrient dense, but it's going to have more fiber in it. So eating this may make you feel fuller than eating something like a cup of rice. So when it comes to cutting, you want less calories, more volume, feel full longer. right, let's talk about protein. Now, when it comes to protein, when you're cutting or you're bulking, this is gonna really depend on kind of how fatty of a protein you choose in terms of meat products. So my go-to when I'm bulking or just, you know, living a regular life is usually ground beef. So when it comes to ground beef, you can get ground beef that's something like 70% meat, 30% fat, all the way up to something like 94.6 ground beef, which in my opinion tastes like cardboard. But that's what I'm saying here, is you have a lot of options when it comes to protein. Now, I personally am bulking forever, so I like the 70-30 or, you know, medium grade ground beef, because not only is it gonna help me get a couple extra calories from the animal fats, but it also tastes great. So you know how you always like eat some fatty stuff and you're like, this tastes great? It's because fat is a flavor enhancer. Fattier foods taste better to us, but on the other side of things, if you're gonna cut down, I'd advise you go for something like the 96.4 ground beef to minimize on the fats and just get as much protein as possible. Another good option is ground turkey if you're not a fan of the ground beef. So when you're cutting, you wanna go for something that's super lean. So if you're not a fan of ground beef, just go for some chicken breasts. They're gonna be super lean and have minimal fat, and chicken goes with everything, right? The other option is a white fish. Something like sole, tilapia, basa. Those are all great options. They're super lean in terms of fat, but I still would advise you guys to try to get as many good fats from fish. So if you're on a diet of like a lot of white fish, I'd still advise taking a fish oil to get some of those like healthier fats like you get from a salmon. All right, last but not least, let's talk about fats. Now, when it comes to fats, if you're bulking, you can be a little bit more YOLO. You can maybe go to McDonald's, maybe, you know, go for some of those more saturated fats just because you need to live your life and enjoy it. But you're gonna wanna go for good, healthy fats in general. Now, when it comes to either splitting it up for cutting or bulking, I just say, eat some good fats, but eat more good fats when you're bulking, just so you can have more calories. Because, as you guys may not know, every gram of fat has 9 calories versus carbs and protein have 4 calories. So fat is twice as calorically dense as carbs and protein. All right, so one great option when you're bulking, and to be honest, this option is okay, but it needs to be careful when you're cutting, is nuts. So something like almonds. So when I was in college, I used to eat 100 grams of almonds every day, because 100 grams of almonds, which is a huge handful, comes out to like 640 calories. And for some people, that's like half of their calories from the day. So yeah, nuts are pretty dense. And this is why I wanna make a point. If you're cutting stuff and you're snacking on nuts or you're trying to lose weight, you may actually be halting your weight loss simply because you don't realize how dense nuts are. So a couple handfuls of nuts a day, you could easily be going way over your calories. That's why I'm saying be careful if you're cutting when it comes to nuts and healthy fats. Another good option in terms of like bulking when it comes to fats is just cooking with something like coconut oil or olive oil. So just a couple teaspoons in your food or a couple teaspoons on your food can add up to like a couple hundred extra calories without really actually adding a whole lot of volume. So if you struggle to gain weight, my advice is maybe a little bit of olive oil or some coconut oil on your food. Another great option for when you're cutting for fats is avocado. Just add it to a salad. Gonna give you a little bit of fiber, a little bit of micronutrients, and those healthy fats. All right, last thing I want to talk about is a quick little dieting tip. Now, this is if you're cutting and you have a large appetite, but you always find yourself kind of like overeating on calories. One of the biggest things you can do is just volumize your foods with vegetables or low-calorie options like a salad mix. So let's say you make that rice and ground beef with your 96.4 lean ground beef, and you eat it up and you're like, well, I'm still hungry. What you could do instead is however much rice you're gonna have, half your rice in half, or one of these salad bowls inside and volumize it. You're getting the same amount of volume that you would with double the rice, but you're getting very, very minimal calories from that lettuce. Okay, time to put all the food away because I'm not actually buying it. Chat soon. Oh, hey guys, just here with my pizza, and maybe asking yourself, Pickering Fitness, why are you eating pizza? I thought you just showed us some healthy options from the grocery store. Why aren't you eating rice and ground beef with lettuce? Because you gotta eat for your goals, all right? What is it? What time is it? It's 5:34. I haven't eaten today. I've had 13 calories, and I gotta eat a lot of food, so I'm gonna eat this up. Currently editing this video, doing that weird YouTube, I'm in the video, but I'm also like editing, but I'm also filming at the same time thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do YouTube anyways. Chat soon. Nah, we'll do one of these. Oh, hey people. It's currently July 4th, 2018, which is, you know, just a regular day here in Canada. So, yeah, nothing special. Except for all you Americans who do watch me, happy 4th of July, happy whatever it is that you guys do on this day, probably just like America and just like go around on ATVs and like shoot guns and eat hamburgers, right? Maybe not. Anyways, hope you guys truly enjoyed this video. I hope it was actually helpful. If you guys actually liked the whole me going to a grocery store and giving you like hands-on information and like showing you what you should eat, then give this video a like so I know. With that being said, the foods I picked are not at all like all of the foods you should eat or some of the foods you should eat or anything like that. They were just examples I wanted to give you guys. If you have your own examples or more examples, like I didn't even show you guys eggs because I very seldom eat eggs, but they're great for both cutting and bulking. So feel free to put in your own foods that just sort of like match the characteristics that I gave you. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a good July 4th in America. If you're somewhere else in the world, hope you have whatever day it is. It could be July 5th, could be July 3rd. You could even be in some time-lost island in the Mediterranean that doesn't even operate with time. In which case, send me a plane ticket, I want to visit. Alright guys, that's all for now. Yeah, never forget, peace, love, and tranquility.